do I talk on this thing? Hello, welcome everybody. Yes. Hello, D Fox. Welcome. Hi, Changes Freedom. Yeah, you caught me live. This is my first live. Welcome, love. We're going to get started here in a minute. Well, welcome, everybody. Happy full moon. We're here on the full moon. It's going to be a very powerful time. So welcome, welcome. All right. I'm just getting stuff situated here. Welcome everybody, come on in. All right, I'm gonna get started here in a minute. How's everybody? Where are you joining us from? Make sure you can hear me. Hello, Ziploc. Hello from Oklahoma. Wow, Oklahoma. Thanks for joining. Maryland, wow. Las Vegas. Oh, awesome. Well, welcome, welcome. We'll just start attuning our space here. We're just going to get started here in a second. Pennsylvania. Waco, wow. You guys are all over, huh? Welcome, welcome, Wisconsin. Wow. You guys are up late. Wonderful. All right. I'm here in Colorado at the moment, and I'm very excited for this full moon that's happening today. And I want to welcome you all to this sacred space. And just to let everybody know, we're going to have 2 moderators. And so this is a sacred place for us to talk and discuss and do some spiritual work together, answer some questions. All that is welcome. So welcome. Oh, you're from Colorado visiting Vegas. Oh, wonderful. Maybe our paths have kind of crossed. I love how that happens. Okay. Changes freedom. Aw, welcome everybody. I'm so glad we can connect. I wish I could like see and touch you and stuff. I'm used to doing in-person ceremonies, so this is kind of different. What stones are you wearing? Oh, well, this is a turquoise. Turquoise. These are turquoise. This one's moonstone. And then these are actually juniper seeds. They're called ghost beads, and they're from the junipers. Like when the junipers have those little berries inside they have seeds. And inside those seeds, you can poke a hole and make jewelry. So they're for protection. So if you ever see these anywhere, they're popular here in the Southwest. But this is very time consuming. I've made my own ghost beads and they're very time consuming. So you have to have a lot of patience when making this type of jewelry. Thanks for your question. Oh, my cat has joined us now. Okay, and Guiding Light is here now. Hello, Guiding Light. Guiding Light is one of our moderators. Hi, Rachel. Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah, they're really popular out here. And oh, you work with a lot of crystals? Wonderful. I don't know why this thing is doing that. Okay. So that's Guiding Light, and she's going to be helping me, and so is Jenna. Yeah, there's Jenna and there's Guiding Light. Those are our two moderators. Those are my girls. Invite to join live. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I'm new, so I don't know a whole lot of this stuff. I think maybe somebody wanted to join in. I'm not sure. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Don't do that. Okay. Like, she knows more about this stuff than I do. And it's oh, people will jump on. Okay, maybe later we'll do that. Maybe later. Actually, I'm gonna do an after ceremony on Instagram. So if you're on my Instagram, we can, talk more there. But I'll jump on there after TikTok, and we'll do that. All right. Well, welcome everybody. It's 8:01, so we're gonna let people come on in, and we're gonna go ahead and start. So, welcome. I'm SongBirdGrandMother. This is my first ever live, so thank you for being here, and thank you for your patience because I don't know what I'm doing yet. I was kind of guided to be here because Spirit kept telling me I got to get on TikTok, and I've been checking it out for a while now, but I love to do in-person stuff. My favorite thing is to be in person with people, but you guys aren't in person anymore. You're here, so here I am. All right, so I just want to let you guys know what our sacred space rules are, and I know it's backwards, okay? So one of the things is we don't allow hate speech here. Our moderators, if we have any kind of hate speech, you gotta go. Okay, no spamming. We're not here to spam each other. And we have to respect everyone. And then no religious propaganda. Okay, we're not going into that stuff here. This is a sacred space for us to connect and to talk about the moon and the energies and to give you a taste of ceremony and to enlighten our minds and open our hearts. So we have sacred space rules, and we do have two moderators who are going to help us with that. Okay. So other than that, welcome. I'm so happy that you're all here and that we're here in this new space. Look at it as your best friend looking back to you with the biggest smiles. Aw, well, thank you. I like that. I like that. I like TikTok because TikTok, that's where all the rainbows are. That's where all the ones that in my culture we've been waiting for. We've really been waiting for all of you to come onto the planet because you're here for equality and for love and for spirituality and to lift the vibration of humankind and to remind us of who we are. And also to get us back into the earth because the earth right now, she's crying for us to remember who we are. So this is why we're here. So the way that we're going to start off is we're going to begin with spirit. We're going to home. We're going to just open up this space. And how I know this is some good energy coming in is cuz my cat is just like all over me and she's just, loving the vibes here. All right. So I invite everybody now, wherever you are, to relax. We're going to begin with the sacred opening, and I'm going to sing you the water song. And I want you to just relax And breathe in and out. Just put all your worries away, all those things. And we're going to begin with the water song. This is how I always begin all my ceremonies. And so I want to sing this water song to you. And it's really to calm your emotions and to help you during these times of transition and change, and to bring in some power for this full moon, because this full moon is about sweeping out the past so that we can begin anew. And in the Toltec calendar, the Tonopoali, we're starting a new month, which is the sweeping month. And you know how the witches, they have their brooms? And if you ever wondered why they have their brooms, it's because the brooms are magical tools of cleansing and purification and bringing forth new blessings. And the witches are the wise women, the wise people. So I want you all to just take a nice deep breath in and out wherever you are. Close your eyes, just get comfortable, and just breathe in and out. And we're going to open our sacred space. So just imagining your heart is opening and inviting. And if there's anybody you know right now who's in trouble or in need of a blessing, you can think of them as I sing. As we breathe in and out. Wichita do ya, Wichita do ya, hey. Wichita do ya, Wichita do ya, hey. Wajajanaea, hey ya, Wajajanaea, hey ya, hey. Wichita do ya, Wichita do ya, hey, 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 hey. We now open the direction of east for new beginnings, new energy, new intentions. And we ask the mighty eagle to join us, to teach us how to join in sacred ceremony, how to become one community, and how to rise above all the challenges that we may face during this next cycle of time. Wichita do ya. We now open the direction of south for childlike wonder and innocence, for joy. And we ask the mighty hummingbird to join us, to teach us how to buzz with joy and how to enjoy the sweet nectar of life. We now open the direction of west for knowing when to do and when to be, when to go into our cave and when to come out into the world. And we ask the mighty bear to join us, to teach us how to be and how to do in balance and harmony. We now open the direction of north for wisdom, the stars, the ancestors, for the way forward. And we ask the white buffalo to join us, to teach us how to navigate through these times of change and prophecy, and how to follow our heart. Wichita do ya, Wichita do ya, hey. Wichita do ya, Wichita do ya, hey. Wajajanaea, hey ya, Wajajanaea, hey ya, hey. As we bring in the great spirit of all your ancestors, the spirit guides, and all those who wish to join us in today's live ceremony. We ask for the blessings of all who come into this sacred space. And we ask for protection, guidance, truth, love, connection, and a beautiful opening to this new cycle of time. Wichita do-ya, 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 Wichita do-ya, do-ya, hey. Wichita do-ya, 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 Wichita do-ya, do-ya, hey. Wachachaneya, hey-ya, hey-ya, Wachachaneya, hey-ya, hey. As we breathe in and out, and just receive the blessings of all your ancestors. And breathing in and out, we open our sacred ceremony. And so welcome. Again, I'm SongBirdGrandMother, and today we're doing our first live here for our full moon. This is a powerful full moon. Who's been feeling this full moon? Write it in the comments. Let me see where you are, what's going on with you. What are your questions? And we're going to talk about candle blessings and intuitive reading. So I want to know who's been feeling this full moon, what's been going on with you, and you've been irritated. Yeah, full moons can do that for you, right? Yeah, so many emotions welling up. Yes, I have. Yeah. This full moon is all about, like I said earlier, the sweeping out of the old so that we can bring in the new. And yeah, the Aries energy, that fire, right? All that energy, the precipice of a new life. Yeah. And that's the thing, is that everybody right now is at the same place in different levels and different places, but same, irritated, but trying to stay positive. I have been calm here. Good. Calm. Triple Aries. Yeah, a lot of Aries here today. Yeah. Been feeling all kinds of things and emotions overwhelming. Yeah. And so the song I sang is all about emotions and water. So calming the emotions. Did some big spell work to try and resolve a 2-year-long issue. Big shadow work. Yeah. This is a good time to do that shadow work, because this is the full moon that will lead us into the next new moon. And the next new moon is really that. Columbus Day is still a thing here. Yeah, that's changing. I was reading something about that. But, you know, it's all of us who change those old things. And it's like, I hear a lot of irritated. Everybody's irritated here. Home has been full of hotheads. Hotheads. Yeah, maybe it's all that fire. You know, we also have, you know, according to astrology, we have a lot of things going retrograde. So everything just feels like it's going backwards for some reason, right? So we're irritated, kind of old things coming, calm mostly. That's good. Calm is good. True. Yeah. So for the next 3 to 4 days, I want you to watch and see what changes in your life, because we're about to have a shift of energy. And when we go through a shift of energy, it's like all the doors will start to open. Okay. And so that's why we're meeting today, because we want to start opening up some spaces and things. And somebody said some shadow work. It's a good time to do shadow work. Feeling the full moon, I've been cleaning like crazy. Yeah, it's a good time to clean out. Get your broom. Get that broom, start sweeping. Yeah, spiritual bath and ceremony help me. Yeah, this is a good moon to do some clearing out, cleaning all week. Yeah, just clean out those old cobwebs, but also cleaning out the mind. You know, those old thoughts, those old emotions, those old things. What is shadow work? Shadow work is when you look at all those things that you don't want to look at. So like we're saying, the irritation, the anger, the trauma work, the things that stop us from fully going for our greatness, the things that stand in the way of our light. What brooms can we use for thoughts? Oh, that's a good one. For that, you have to use like mental hygiene. So what do you think mental hygiene means? Anybody know? If we have mental hygiene that can sweep out all those old thoughts, what kind of broom would we use for that? Anybody? No? Meditation. Yeah, good. Meditation, crafts all day, feather work, kicking broom. You could kick your broom, maybe get that energy out. Positive vibe broom. Creativity. Yeah, creativity is great for that. You know, breath work. Sometimes even like kickboxing, because sometimes you got to kickbox those ideas out. I sing and dance. Yeah, singing, dancing. Anything that gets you out of that nature, yes. Anything that will get you out of that funk. Anything that when you're in a funk and that you know if I do this one thing, I'm going to get out of that pattern. Because you know the mind is delusional. We become very obsessive about things. We, like the mind can go on a record. You ever notice that about your mind? It's like it'll get in a record. It'll just keep playing the same scratchy music over and over and over and over again. And as you're doing that, it's like you're programming your mind just to keep thinking that same thing. So we have to shift it. We have to change it. We have to clear it out. And in order to do that, we have to do the thing that makes us feel alive again, that makes us get out of that funk, get out of that thinking, get out of that paradigm. Because otherwise, we're just hitting ourselves up against the wall over and over and over and over again, and we get nowhere. We go nowhere. So a lot of times we have to change that thought. We have to change the way that we're thinking in order to revive ourselves. Spinning. Yeah, we're spinning. Yeah, you know that hamster wheel? A lot of people say that like about their work and stuff. We just get in this like, oh, I got to do this. Same old, same old. Yeah, this does it for me. And so everybody has something different that they do. Yeah, you're welcome. Everybody has something different that they do that gets them out of that. And so on the full moons, it's a really good time to do like singing, dancing, meditation, prayer, just taking some time for you. And I know we're in a very busy world, in a very busy culture, so it's hard to like carve out that time. But when you can just carve it out and just say, okay, I'm going to take some time for me, whether it's 5 minutes, it could be 10 minutes, it could be, 1 minute sometimes. But when we can do that, we shift something. And the more often we can do that, the better that, will be. So welcome everybody. So I'm going to talk about candle blessings today. And some of you may get an intuitive reading if you want. But I have a candle here. This is a candle I've been saving. And I want you to right now, in this moment, before I light this candle, think about what it is that you would like to see happen this month. From now until the 25th, what would you like to be blessed with? Whether it's health, wealth, money, success, relationship, harmony, balance, whatever it is that you want in your life that you hope will happen and that you want some extra blessings on. This is going to be our community candle. Now, if you want to do an individual candle, I am going to be offering individual candles, and those candles are like this. Okay, and they're going to be done on my altar here in the back that you can't see, but I'll show you later. And if you want that, then you can Cash App or Venmo me $13. And I'll put that here. Let's see if I have that. Oh, no. Anyways, the Cash App and the Venmo is in my bio. And I'll put it up here in a second. But in the meantime, I'd like you to think about this candle right here. Put whatever it is that you want your blessings to be in here. And so that's the information. Okay, so everybody is going to think about what it is that they want now in their life, that they would like help with and blessings with. Okay. And really focus on this candle, okay? Okay. So I have some sacred dirt here. I'm frozen. Okay, am I back? I'm not frozen on my end, so... Oh, it keeps freezing? Okay. Oh, I'm back now. You're good now. Okay. Thank you. Oh, goodness. See, this is why I resist technology. You see how I pull out the sacred dirt and everything starts freezing? Am I still frozen? Okay, because now I have the dirt out. Okay. Is it okay now, or am I still frozen? Okay. I don't know. You're not talking. I'm back. Okay. I think you're back. I'm not sure. Okay. So this is from Chimeo. This is sacred dirt. Has anybody been there? Write it in the comment. Looks okay. Okay. Good. Anybody been to Chimeo in New Mexico? No? Okay. Well, this dirt has been known to heal. Okay. When you go to this place, it's actually in the mountains, but they take it to this church. And it's actually known to be like a healing place. So people go there and like they'll be on crutches and then they'll leave their crutches. It's on and off. Oh, you heard a story about it? Yeah. It's a really powerful place. If you haven't been there, I highly recommend it. But I just recently went there, and I have some of the dirt here. So I'm just going to put all your blessings and sprinkle it with this sacred dirt. And then I'm going to put it away because we're having technology. The spelling is CHIMAYO. CHIMAO. CHI. Here, I'll try to write it over here. So it's in New Mexico. Okay, I'm good now. See how the dirt changed everything? That's why I don't, we'll see. I don't know about this technology. All right. So we're going to really put all our love and blessings into this candle. Okay. And the way that we do our work is that when we are putting our love and our blessings and our prayers into something, we blow. So everybody blow. You're going to just blow on the candle. Just pretend you're here. And you're just going to blow. So we go. And when we blow, what happens is that we're putting all of our sacred prayers, okay? We're putting all of our sacred prayers, all of our sacred desires to the things that we say and the things that we don't say are put into the breath of the candle, okay? So those of you who are just joining us, you just put your prayer into here. Okay, so you say, I want money to heal Gus, our tree in our backyard. Okay, I love that. It has both chi and mayo. Healing place, yeah. So we put all of our prayers. So if you want money, then say the amount. When you're putting it in, like really be specific. My guide said a fish cannot serve two streams and said you would be on. Oh, swim two streams. Oh, oh thank you. All right, so we're going to put that here. And then we're going to light it now. So as I'm lighting the candle, I want you all to just focus on your prayer. Okay? Focus on whatever it is that you are, working on this next cycle. And try to be specific too. Right? The more specific we are, the better. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to light our candle. This is our sacred candle that starts us. Okay, safe travels to Orlando this month for me and my family. Good. So we'll just watch it take flight. Glitchy again. Is it still glitchy? Okay, so we're just gonna let it take flight here. Take flight, take flight, take flight. Okay, totally good. It's fine on my end. No problem on my end. Sometimes notifications on your phone can buffer the live. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's kind of the only thing about this app I've noticed is it's kind of glitchy. Okay. Just our connection. Our connection is glitchy, huh? Okay. So we're going to focus on our candle. See, we're just lighting a new fire here on TikTok. And we're starting to see, what our family is about to emerge into. So, does anybody in here do candle work? Do you work with the candles? The candles are a really good thing to work with, like especially when you can't light a fire. Used to, I do, love does. Okay, good. Yes, guiding light. So you whisper your prayer next time you light it. It does have to be sane. I'm not sure what you're asking, millennial. Have to be sane. Yeah, you whisper your prayer and then you blow on it. But, same prayer. Yeah. Same prayer. When you start your candle, especially one of these 7-day candles, you're kind of lighting it for a specific reason and intention. And so it's better to stick with one intention per candle so that you can know if it's working or not. Okay. Yeah, if you light it again, does it have to be the same prayer? It's better if you keep it the same prayer. Yeah. And if you're gonna blow it out, don't blow it out, but smudge it out. Like cover it or get one of those candle snuffers. Yeah. Do you need to whisper the same prayer every time you light the same candle? If it's the same candle, yeah. That's why I like to do the smaller candles, because the smaller candles, you can do multiples. With these candles, they're for bigger things. Like this is what they call a 7-day candle. So it usually runs between 4 and 7 days. Now, some of the things you want to look out for when you're doing a candle is the way it's burning. The way it's burning is going to tell you a lot about your prayer. And that's why it's good to stick to one topic or one subject, because when you throw a bunch of stuff in there, you're going to get confused and it's going to be a little scattered. So we usually do one prayer per thing. You know, like if it's money, if it's love, if it's health, if it's relationship. Yeah, that's good. So now you know, you blow your prayer into it. You speak your prayer into it. You really want to take some time with it, because then you connect with it. See, now we're connecting to the element of fire. So what does fire do? You know, think about fire. We talked about this as an Aries moon. So fire ignites. Fire purifies. Fire makes things happen quickly. And that's why we do the candles. Fire is also how spirit connects to us. Yeah, and it burns away things not needed. So the fire is something that, you know, when we connect to it, we're kind of igniting something, we're purifying something, and we're also inviting spirit, because fire invites spirit towards us. Fire is the element that, you know, they say the spirits can see and they come towards it, right? And so then we bless this fire with the sacred dirt, and it becomes holy now. It's like protection, it's healing, it's making things happen at a more rapid rate. And that's why we bless them or dress them. You know, people put all kinds of things in them, herbs, crystals, whatever. But for today's sacred fire, I put the sacred dirt, because I'm also sending you all healing energy. Because all of you who are participating today, this is a time of great healing. And we want to bring in that healing energy. Plus, we're starting a new fire, and we need that ancestral medicine. Right? And that dirt is something that is holy and sacred and has been used for thousands and thousands of years. So, okay. So what other questions do you have? Let's see if there's any questions. If not, I'll move on to the next thing. Okay. Welcome everybody who's just coming in. We just did a candle offering. And if you have anything you would like to join into our candle, your intentions, your prayers for this next new cycle, after our live, I'm going to continue to burn this candle so it'll keep working for you. And if you'd like a private candle blessing at my altar, then with these candles, then you can either Cash App or Venmo me $13, and that's in my bio. And I'm going to be doing special candle offerings. So, okay, so someone says, I dreamt I was in two worlds. One below me, I was throwing cactus down at people in the world below. What do you do with the candle when it's out? Okay, good questions. So Ziploc 11. Something I can tell you about your dream is that cactus actually is about removing negative energy. So I would go back into that time of your life and see what was going on and how you were feeling like you were in two worlds, the underworld and clearing out things in the underworld, particularly like people. One of the ways that we clear out negative energy is that we have cactus in our front door. If you put a cactus at your front door, it keeps negative energy away from you. The prickles. Me and a voice from the sky said to heal my ancestors. See, now you're talking about ancestors that were like, if you look at my last video when I talked about the spirit possession, you're talking about you're here as a healer to your ancestors who are like what we call hungry ghosts. So what I would say is start your altar practice if you don't already have one. Her blessings are amazing. Her ancestors are amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Guiding Light. Guiding Light actually is someone who knows me. She's one of my best students. Ziploc, can you tell us how we heal ancestry? Yes. I wanted to go back. I thought there was another question here. What do you do with the candle when it's out? What you do with the candle when it's out is a little tricky. Because in this day and age, you know, like in the old days, you would probably like take it out into nature and like bury it or something. But nowadays, you know, is probably not a good idea. So you can, some people keep them. I do know people who keep boxes and boxes of candles, but otherwise you can bless them and dispose of them. Okay. That's again why I like to use the littler ones. Okay, thank you, Guiding Light. Can you tell us how to heal our ancestry? It's freezing. Oh gosh. Which Black Bear Speaks book has the color wheel? Okay, let me think about, is it still freezing? Or are we back online? Hello. Oh gosh. See, I can never tell because it's not freezing on my end. Okay, let's see. Not freezing. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so let's go back up here. Can you tell us how we heal ancestry? That's a very long conversation. But what I would say in the beginning is start working with the ancestors in spirit feasting offerings. You want to offer your ancestors and connect to them and start a relationship with them. And then, you know, later I'll start talking about how you burn out stuff in your ancestors. But the first step is really to do some spirit offerings and start an altar practice. Which Black Bear Speaks book has a color wheel? You mean, I think you're talking about Black Elk. There's only one Black Elk book. It's Black Elk Speaks, and then there's Wallace Black Elk, who is a Lakota medicine man too. Oh, I see what you're talking about. It does this occasional freezy thing. Okay. Yes, I resonate with that video. Oh, the medicine wheel. I think we're talking about, oh, thank you, Sheena. I got your candle. The medicine wheel, I would probably guess you're talking about Black Elk Speaks. Yeah, Spirit likes to make itself known with freezing. So I'm finding out. You know, we lit the candle and then it starts freezing. You see what I'm saying? I share morning coffee with my ancestors. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a really great thing. You know what we usually do is when we're having like breakfast or lunch or dinner, is we have a separate plate and then we put like a little offering there for our ancestors. So it can be like that too. I just want to know if people relate to feeling an immense pressure or ticking near the heart. Oh. Yeah. And you know, I would see, you know, like when that happens, if you're having a ticking in your heart or a pressure, see what's going on like around you. Be noticeable about your surroundings and see who and what is around you and what's making you feel like that. Because I think that there's probably a connection there. Like, can you give an example of when that's happening? And I could probably go deeper into that. When spiritual things begin to... Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry. I just want to know if people relate to feeling an immense pressure or ticking near the heart when spiritual things begin. Yes, that is very, very common. Yes. Yes. That is very common. And I have techniques and things to help you with that. One of the things I would recommend is working on strengthening your aura. Your aura. I do coffee for uncle and grandpa, hot tea for grandma. That's beautiful. I also give food offerings. Yes, it makes me literally giggle. Will do. How do we properly treat an offering? Yeah, good question. For how long might we leave it for them? Okay, so in the Korean tradition, you can leave it for up to 10 minutes to an hour. That's all it's needed. And you kind of get to know these things as you're working with your altar. You'll be like, oh, It's done. It's ready. And then you can eat it. You can eat it. And then, or you can give it out to nature, depending. But you don't want to leave it like on your altar all day, unless you're doing rituals and prayers. That's different. But in the beginning, I would say 10 minutes to an hour, just depending on how much time you have. One thing that we often do is like after we get our grocery shopping, we just put it on the altar first, get it blessed up. Then we put it into the refrigerator. So that's another thing you can do. What is your take about lights flickering when you go near? Lights flickering. Well, as you increase your spiritual power, that happens. Spirits tend to follow you. And then also what will happen is you will start blowing out lights. Especially like after you do a really powerful journey or meditation or something, you'll turn on the lights and poof. I've even had a friend. Oh, I think we're freezing again. Okay, we're back. I even had a friend who blew out a transformer. She had a temple in her house and that thing just blew it up. So yeah, when your lights are flickering and stuff, pay attention and ask, who's here, feel the energy, feel into the energy. What kind of energy is it? Because there's all kinds of spirits. So it could be your ancestors. Sometimes they'll even try to speak to you through the lights. Yeah, so pay attention to that. When we get together to work in our coven, I feel nothing, but here I feel it. Well, sometimes that happens. I don't know. Yeah. That's good, I guess. I don't know. I think it's funny like that because sometimes I've been to like different groups and stuff and I don't feel anything, but then I'll feel it like, other places. So I think it just depends on how you're connecting. Some places you feel more of a connection than other places. Is the underworld a bad place? No, not necessarily. The underworld is a place where it's like the unconscious and subconscious. So the underworld is a place where you can get a lot of information that is hidden. And that's the way I want you to think about it more, is that this is a place where you go and it's hidden. So it's like you can't really see it. And then when you go into the underworld, you can kind of, but you also have to be careful too, because the underworld may be a place that not everybody's ready for. And that's why we always say you need a guide when you go into those places, because if you don't have a guide, it can be a little hard. Thank you. That's so helpful. You're welcome. Me leaving it all day. Your offerings. So one thing I would say about the offerings is begin your day with your offerings, like your water, your whatever, and you could give it throughout the day too. But, leave some offerings out. And then at the end of the day, take them off. Just close out your altar. That way you have some downtime. Okay, so what is an altar? I guess that's the first question. Who knows what an altar is? Okay, yes. Is a falcon visit something to pay attention to? It was like 9 a.m. Yes, falcon is very powerful. Falcon is a bird of prey, and falcon is, let's say, the falcon is the bird that is like crystal clear vision. It's one of those birds. So when you're working with falcon medicine, what I would recommend is think about what you're focusing on in your life and how you need crystal clear vision to achieve it, especially since it visited you in the morning. Another thing to remember when animals visit you is that you have to see what they're doing, because what they're doing and will relate to your own life. It's a direct message for you. Oh, here it is. He just perched on my fence and stared at me. See, that's what I'm talking about with that crystal clear vision. He's giving you medicine. He's giving you energy. He's telling you It could also be psychic vision too with that bird. It is odd. Makes you think. Freezing on and off again. Yes, I am indigenous. With the falcon comment, I have had that since childhood with hawks. Oh yeah, hawk is the messenger. Messenger. You got to think of it like Mercury or Thoth. Wow, thank you. I have photos, personal items, candles, and incense. Oh, wonderful. I might have missed something there. Okay, so, oh, my mom had an altar, but I don't know how it operates. Okay. All right, so let's go back to the altars. You are really good. So falcon and hawk. So one thing I'll say about those two birds is that they are both birds of prey. Yeah, I see how it is freezing. Sorry about that. But they are both birds of prey. So they go for what they want. They're hunters. Okay, are we unfrozen? Okay, so let's go back to the altars. I've read a little bit about the fifth world. Is the white brother a metaphor for all people awakening? The white brother. You know, I've heard stuff about that. I'm not real sure about that because in my teachings, we don't talk about that. Yeah, that's not something I'm familiar with. I know they talk about the white brotherhood and stuff like that, but I'm not really versed in that stuff. The fifth world. Yes, the fifth world is the world we're going into, though. Like in the Navajo ways, we're going into the fifth world. But I don't remember it saying anything about white brothers. Okay, let's see. Coyote came to me for about 7 years. Oof. Freezing on and off. Oh, I brought up the rainbow wheel. That's why I thought it was related. It might be two different things. You know, there's so many native myths and stories, and the rainbow wheel, the medicine wheel that Black Elk had a vision of, is from the Lakotas. And for me, I don't think it's a coincidence that Standing Rock happened in the Lakotas, because that's where the prophecy emerged. So it's just kind of telling us what time it is. Coyote. Coyote is the trickster. Also with Coyote, he is the time traveler. So I always say when people have Coyote stuff, your time is about to get wonky. You know how like time, you have a plan and then Coyote comes, you got another plan coming. Because the Coyote has an ability to like change things and shift things and mess your plans up. Yeah, the rainbow wheel. And you know, that's the thing about this time is like with the rainbow wheel, it's really about us coming together. I started waking up when the pipeline stuff happened. Yeah, the KXL. Yeah, that's when a lot of people woke up. That's really when the prophecy emerged and came true, and we saw it and we're like, whoa. Is there a difference in messages when animals come to you in real life versus in dreams? Not necessarily. No. I think that when the animals come to you, it's like you have to pay attention, especially when it's animals that you don't normally see and they do something out of the ordinary. Or like sometimes they'll call you, they'll go, call, or something. And it's like, oh, pay attention. Yeah, there's a medicine coming. I didn't know about time and Coyote. Yeah, Coyote. Coyote is what the thing about Coyote that's really cool is that Coyote was with us from the beginning of time. There's like thousands and thousands and thousands of stories about Coyote. Yeah, he definitely mixed up my plans. Yeah, 2020, if you think about 2020 is definitely a Coyote year. Everybody's plans got messed up. But for 7 years, that's a long time to work with Coyote, man. Hopefully he but the Coyote also teaches us to laugh about ourselves because we're human and follies and full of stuff. So he always reminds us, like, don't take things seriously. But he's a messenger. Like, Coyote's been from the beginning. There's stories of Coyote since the beginning of time. He's traveled with us through all worlds. Yeah. What about a woodpecker? I saw one the other day. Woodpecker, yeah. Woodpecker is the drummer. So you gotta think of the woodpecker like boop, 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 boop. You know, they're always drumming. So it's about drumming to your own beat and kind of carving your own way also in the world. And maybe you should drum. I always say that with woodpecker. Woodpecker, people who have woodpecker, I always say you should drum. I love Coyote. He teaches us to laugh at ourselves, yes. Coyote. And a lot of you work with Coyote. I work with Coyote too. And Coyote, you know, he's a trickster, but we love him. Oh, otters and seals this week. Oh, that's beautiful. Otter is really that feminine energy of play. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and seal too. Seal is kind of a playful animal. So those are beautiful messenger. Is that a god? Is where a god? The coyote? I'm not sure what you're asking. What does the owl teach us? Oh, the owl is about wisdom, but also the owl goes two ways. So like in my Navajo ways, the owl, they don't like owl. Owl is considered a deceptive bird, but I always see two coins with the owl. The owl is either about wisdom, or the owl is about overcoming deception. So when the owl comes, we also talk about clairvoyance and that psychic connection and the ability to see from all angles. But a lot of the times we have to overcome deception to see our truth. Yeah. Coyote brought me to a wonderful place. Oh, that's so great. I love Coyote. He's so fun. He just sometimes I don't like him messing with my plants. I was wondering if you would be open to speaking to the medicine of the three-faced goddess. Three-faced goddess. You mean the triple goddess? There's a few things I'm thinking of when you talk about three-faced goddess. I'm thinking of the triple goddess, but I'm also thinking of the ones that I see in Asia, which is the three faces of certain goddesses. The triple goddess always represents the three stages of womanhood. So that's going to be your maiden, your mother, and your crone. And every woman will have to go through those three phases. And it reminds us that we're cyclical and that as women especially, we'll go through those three phases. And so, we start off as maidens, very innocent, and then we emerge into mothers, and then we become crones. So that's the cycle of woman. And there's lots and lots of goddesses that you can look at that represent all three of those. So if there's anything more specific you want to go into, you can ask. Okay, is there any other questions? Beautiful blessings. Is it still freezing? I hope it's not freezing. Everybody can hear me okay? All right. So here's our candle blessing. I'm going to put this back on the altar. And that's going to burn. Say thank you for sharing this space and your wisdom. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for your time with this evening. You're welcome. They say patriarchal figures change it from matron to crone. That's probably true. Hi. Hello, color intuitive soul. Yeah, that's the thing. Is a lot of this stuff. Oh, you're welcome, guiding light. A lot of this stuff we don't know. I love the tapestry in the background. Oh, thank you. Much love, respect, and appreciation for sharing your time, energy, and light. Oh, you're welcome. From Senora to Doña. Welcome, everybody. Yes. That's the thing. Is Everybody's gonna get old. Okay? We're all gonna get old. So we might as well embrace it. Okay. So for this full moon, I wanted to offer some intuitive messages for those of you who want them. And I've got my water here because we want to do some water blessings, because we're going to bless our altar up. And again, if you'd like a private candle offering, you can Venmo or Cash App me to SongBirdGrandMother, and it's $13, and I'll do a private candle blessing for you. And we're going to do some water blessings here, and then we'll do some intuitive messages. And let me answer some of these questions. How do you know you determine your own spiritual gifts? The thing about your spiritual gifts is they turn on. Sometimes we have them stronger when we're kids, and then they like go dormant for a while, and then they start to turn on. So you kind of know, and you have to write stuff down. Let's play in the full moonlight. Yes, let's do that. Would love an intuitive message. Okay, get your candle blessings. We don't need blessings right now. Yes, we do. All right. So I got my water here, and we're going to pour some blessings into the water. And for those of you who were with me in the beginning, I did that. So I want you to think of your question if you have a question for an intuitive reading here. We'll do a quick reading here for you. And just bless our water. Okay. So the way that I'm going to do the readings, all right, is if you want a reading, then type a question. But don't be too specific, because I just want to know, because we're strapped for, time. But if you want like love or healing or something specific, or you could say general, okay? How long? These are very short, okay? We're not going into a whole thing here. But, we'll see. If you want a reading, if you want me to tap into you, I have to have your permission, And so I'm going to look through, and I'm going to see who Spirit picks, okay? This is all Spirit guided. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, so I see some of you are coming in now. All right. Okay, I'm going to go up to Ziploc 11. That's who Spirit is tapping into right now. Okay, Ziploc. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Okay, so the first thing I'm tapping into you for Ziploc is there's something you're worried about or anxious about. That's the first energy that I'm feeling. So let's get into some breathing. Okay. That's like the first message is relax and breathe, okay? Because I feel like you have a lot of personal anxiety, and I feel like it's related to your spiritual gifts, and you're not quite sure what it is, but there's almost like this gnawing energy, like that makes any sense, where it hits me more here in the chest area and sometimes the gut area. And so in order to overcome that anxious energy, I would recommend deep breathing. Okay, deep breathing. Because they're saying like that energy is actually like a spiritual calling. And the more you can work with it and to calm it down, the more your gifts can turn on. Okay. Oops, sorry. And that was for Ziploc. Ziploc 11. Yeah, Ziploc 11. Okay. So that was the first thing for you, Ziploc. The next thing I want to talk about with you, Ziploc, is finding your freedom within yourself. Because right now you are seeking your personal freedom. And to know that your freedom is actually within yourself and that you know the way forward. So don't get too confused with a lot of different things, but always tap in. And they're saying something about yoga. So I don't know if you're starting a yoga practice or if you've thought about yoga, but yoga would be really good for you. Okay, to help you to calm your mind and to get into your practice and your focus as your spiritual gifts turn on, because you're starting to really feel things, if that makes sense, without going into too much detail. You're starting to feel things and see things that, you know, that anxious feeling will start again. So finding some yoga and practicing to just channel that energy. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Taylor Boy's mom. Taylor Boy's mom. Should I look for a partner or work on self-love? Sorry. Sometimes Spirit speaks through songs, and for you, they're saying, looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love. I would say work on yourself until you find that right place you're looking for love. So wherever you've been looking for love is the wrong place. You ain't finding it there. Yeah. I think we all can relate to that. Looking for love in all the wrong places. You're welcome, Ziploc. Something fell. Uh-oh. What fell? Oh, I think I might have froze again. Oh, jeez. TikTok, stop freezing me. Okay, sorry. Is it clear? Okay. Is there something I should be doing so we can move soon? Love 44477. Nothing I can do about. Okay, let me see something. Ooh. You know what? With you, love, it's that it's not time to move. You're gonna move closer to December. Something will open more around December. So in the meantime, I would prepare, clean, sweep, do that kind of stuff. Oh, I just watched the video with the thunder. That was so powerful. Oh, I know. That was something that I can't even explain. Of course, I'm the problem. Wherever you've been looking, it's like time to look in a new place. You know, we all know that one. Let's see. Something fell. I'm not sure what fell. Thank you, guiding light. Jeez, let me come back up here. Change. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Oh, is it Mel? Mel De Monte? I'm just gonna call it Mel. Is that okay? Mel De Monte. For you, Mel, I'm seeing a huge heart. So I think we're talking about love. Oh, Muse. Okay, Muse. Love. Let me see what's going on with love. Well, first, Spirit is saying that you have a beautiful big heart and that you're here to heal others. So you're a healer. And that they're saying love is around the corner. So are you looking for love? Love is coming. And if you're not, then maybe you're going to just go deeper. But I feel like they're saying love is around the corner. So keep working your love, because you have a beautiful heart. Because the first image I get for you is like huge heart. And they're saying like love is around the corner. So if you're looking for love, it's coming. I love that. Aww. Now you're looking for love in all the right places. Looking for love in all the right places. Okay. Rocio. Am I cursed or hexed? Let me see. You're not cursed or hexed, but I do feel like you hit a spell of bad luck lately. That's no fun. So what I would recommend you do is do some offerings to the plants and trees and talk to the birds and do some offerings, because that will clear some of that energy. But I do feel like you've been kind of having some negative luck and it's not so fun. But it'll clear up if you do some offerings there. Highest blessings. Glad I caught this. Yes. Hello, Angelic Restoration 777. Oh, you're welcome, Muse. Oh, you just had your hand over your heart. Okay. Let's see if there's anybody else here. Let's see. Anybody else? Okay. Oh, will I get enough money to move soon? Love 444777. I'm really feeling December. Something is going to happen in December. I know that feels kind of far away, but they're really highlighting December as a month where more blessings will come in. Let's see. General. Let's see. Okay. Hello, Rosia. Oh, it's your health. Yeah, when I connect to your health, they're saying you have to change your diet. I know that's fun. But it's like some dietary changes, specifically around salt. So what I would recommend is just thinking about like ways to cut out salt and drinking more water and doing the offerings. The offerings will help. Hello, Kind Skull. Can you give me an example of offerings? Offerings is just anything that you can give. So whatever you have that you want to share with your ancestors, like, you're having some water, you're having some coffee, you're having a donut, just, a little sharing with the spirits. You first offer it to the spirits and then you eat. And then sometimes we put it out into nature, or we can give it to somebody else. Let's see here. Kusina. 1233. How to restart life with rare immune disease. Yeah, what I'm seeing for you is that things have changed. And as things change, you're gonna adjust to the ways that you have to be now, and it's like patience. But I saw something about lemons. I don't know if you can have some lemons in your diet, but that might help with some things. But also patience and taking it one day at a time and listening to your body. And also what they're saying is reaching out for help when you need it. Don't be afraid. All right, let's see here. I see something here that's kind of immediate. Oh, you're welcome, love. Grow with Sandy G. Grow with Sandy G. Am I going to lose my house and job? Oof. Let me see. Okay, so what they're first showing me is that all this stress is blocking your ability to think. So the first thing you have to do is get outside, get out into nature, get out somewhere where you can think clearly and get some new ideas on how you can change your situation. But they're saying like divine intervention will come, but first you got to get out of your head and get clear and get out of stress and all that stuff and just calm down and do some prayers and meditation. But I do see something shifting in January. So in the meantime, do some offerings, get out on the land, get out of your head, and just trust that there's some things that are in the works that you can't see. And by January, things will be much clearer. There is something car in a cul-de-sac across from my house. Should I do something about it? Looking car in a cul-de-sac. Yeah. If it's smoking and it's near your house, I would probably call somebody to put that out. Yes. Are you able to pick up on my energy? Insight on... If you have any insight, 444 and me and my path. Thank you so much. This is 777_Rose. Okay, let me see. Okay, so the first thing they're showing me about you is that you're very like cheerful and jolly and kind of jovial, and you're on your path. So that's good news. You're certainly on your path, and you're joyful and you're kind of trolling along. Just now focus on some things so that you can make your path much brighter and more refined. But the way I see you is you're like skipping on your path. So it seems like you're pretty happy on your path and that you're going in the right direction. And so, just as you go along now, focus on some projects and things that you want to manifest. And I feel good about your path. Changes for... Yeah, you're welcome. Sometimes it is really just about getting out of our heads, right? Yeah. Do you do any ceremony for the full moon? Yes, I do. Usually I do these in person. So this is my first live. And it's different because, we're not in person. After you're done with readings, do you still meet in person? Yeah, I do. If you're in Colorado, let me know. Right now, I'm in between Colorado and Sedona, so it's kind of hard. That's why I do a lot of virtual. I do a lot of virtual readings. But if you happen to be in the same place at the same time, we can do a in-person reading. I believe I may have a deep set spiritual attachment. How can I help this situation? Well, we would need to do a clearing for you. I mean, you could start with sage, but it might be something deeper. I would say try the offerings. Tell the offerings and see how that goes. But I would need to know more about what your symptoms are to really get you some help there. 777_Rose. Thank you so much, geez. You're skipping along. I really like that. It's like skipping along. Yeah. sometimes it might be hard to focus when you're skipping along, but you know, you'll get there. Let's see here. I do have ceremony though. And I'm hoping next year I can do more stuff in Sedona, which is where I usually live. Let me see if I have to go back for somebody. Is there anybody else who wanted a general reading? Because I'm going to close it up here in a second. Okay, Teresa Lynn, 33. I feel silly asking, but I feel affirmations uplift the spirit. Am I on the right path? Okay, let me see. What Spirit says is that you're in a rebuilding time of your life. That makes sense? You're rebuilding. So affirmations, good energy, anything you can do to boost that new beginning is good. So I think affirmations are really wonderful for you. And it's not silly at all. I mean, anything you can do to stay up in this world, do it. Because what they're telling me about the affirmations for you is that they're rebuilding your spirit and your mind and your heart. And they're giving you spiritual power. So that's a good thing. Thank you for talking to all of us about these things. Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. That's why I'm here. Okay, I struggle with having consistent energy and feel bogged down. What can I do to release and welcome energy? You know, that's like the hardest thing, right? Is having that consistent energy. And that's why I always emphasize a disciplined spiritual practice, because the funny thing about discipline and structure is that it actually keeps you consistent. So find one thing that you can do every day that will boost your energy, that you can look forward to doing, like meditation, prayer, altar work, offering, something every day, so that then you have something to keep your mind busy. And like my elders always say, is you want to keep your hands busy, because then the mind isn't thinking. So the more busy you can keep yourself, the better and more consistent you will be. And sometimes we really have to like push ourselves to do stuff. It's never easy. Are you doing generalizing? It's okay if I can get one. Earth Goddess 344. Let me see. Yeah, I'm doing spirit reason. Oh, it keeps freezing up. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgotten one horse. Okay, let's see here. Let me see. Okay, we have construction. Let me see. All right, guiding light oracle. What is happening for me at the beginning of 2023? All right, let's see. Oh, I hope I don't freeze. Okay, hope I don't freeze. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to give you an answer here. Guiding light oracle, there's some big changes happening for you at the beginning of 2023, and they're good. So that's good news. But the vision I had for you is that at the beginning of 2023, things are finally coming together. What you've been working on is finally coming together, and you're feeling more confident and more optimistic. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, forgotten horse. Let's see here. Oh, welcome, Ashley. Let's see here. Let me see who is calling to me. Oops, sorry. I pushed the wrong button. Okay. Is it Orcadium? Orcadium. Let me see what Spirit has for you. Okay, Arcadium, I feel like you're going through a time where it's a little darker and a little unknown. So what Spirit is saying, that as you're going through this time of the darkness and unknown, have faith and trust that every step you're taking is leading you into the right direction. Okay, so I know it feels sometimes like an abyss or you feel a little lost, but they're saying like every step is leading you to the next direction, and within 6 to 8 months time, it will be much, much clearer. But it's a little bit of like a transitional hallway, as I call it, where it's like you're going from one door to the next, and it's not really crystal clear yet as to what it is you're going to be doing. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Orion's Bell. Am I doing enough? Okay, let me see what that means. I feel like with you, it's like this feeling that I feel like the am I doing enough is more anxiety driven. So I would work more on calming, like meditation and a spiritual practice, because I feel like once you calm that energy of am I, doing enough, you'll find that you're actually doing too much, if that makes sense, and to slow down and to enjoy the things that you really are doing so that new ideas and creations can come in, because a lot of that am I doing enough is coming from an anxiety feeling and not necessarily a spirit feeling. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right, the Blissful Oracle. Can you tell me about my daughter? She is 10 and isn't liking school at all, but she is very smart. Your daughter is bored. Yeah, she's bored at school. She's incredibly smart and creative and wants to do other things. So, it's kind of hard. I think if you can get her into something she enjoys, then, she might like school more. But she's like incredibly smart, but more creative, and she needs more stimulation. So maybe like after school programs or things like that get her more excited, then you might have an easier time. Okay. I had an interesting indigenous spirit experience this summer. Anyway, you can pick up on that for me. The most dangerous game. What I'm hearing for you is you're a spirit walker. You talk to spirits. So, I don't know. Do you do shamanic work? The most dangerous game? Have you been practicing shamanic ways? Because they're saying you work with spirits and you're a spirit walker, and the spirits come to you for help. So I feel like that spirit was coming to you for help and to teach you things. The Blissful Oracle. Thank you. You're welcome. Clearly see. Thank you for sharing your space and time. You're welcome. Sent for a prayer. Oh, thank you, love. Thank you for offering this. I felt like I was called. Yeah, you're called for sure to do some spiritual work. So I would start with the offerings and the candle work, and start opening your gift. You're a very gifted person. So the spirit world is calling you, and you do something with grids and land too. So it might be a good time to start that work. Okay. So I might do like one more. If I missed you and you want to get a reading, put it in the comments. And I'll do one more, and then we're going to close up our night here. Okay, Ashley. What's my next step to take? They're saying go for it. That's your next step. Go for it. They're saying go for it. Oh, look at that. My my other thing went on. That's funny. Okay. So Ashley, they're saying you know what it is. You're just kind of hesitating and, not really going for it. Oh, apparently you need to go for it, girl. And I feel like you're highly intuitive and gifted, and you do healing as well. Double time confirmation. Yeah, you're ready. Don't beat around the bush. But I think like next year things are really going to open more for you. So in this time right now, really prepare yourself. Yeah, especially around that job thing. Okay. We heard it twice, confirmation. I know, the thing just like came on. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, you're welcome, everybody. And okay, thank you. I know, that's the spirit world. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. I can't control these things. All right, everybody. So we're going to start to close up. And again, if anybody wants a candle offering, I'm going to go to Instagram after this. So if you're on my Instagram and you want to hang out with me, we're going to go to Instagram after I get off TikTok. We're going to have some more personal time, and we'll do candle blessings and all that good stuff. Okay, so if you want a private candle blessing, and I've been getting your Venmos and Cash Apps, but I'm going to put it here. And you can also see it in my bio. Okay. And that's if anybody wants a candle blessing. And then I'll show more on Instagram after this. We'll go to the private party. This is private too. I've enjoyed being with all of you so much. I'm going to be on here every new moon and full moon to do the candle blessing and answer your questions and do some readings and stuff. But I'm also going to try to come on more frequently during the week. So, yeah, I'll pop on when I can. And you'll never know. But I'm going to try to do more teachings and, answer your questions and all that stuff. And the reason I am on here is because we're about to hit a very powerful year next year. And I really want to help all of you get prepared for that year, because a lot of people in this room right now are going to have big changes happen, okay? And I really want to help you go through those changes, because I know how hard they can be, especially in our society where people just kind of frown on this stuff. Oh, I've learned so much. Oh, thank you. Hello, I'm on board. Oh, great. Change is freedom. Yeah, and then we'll go on Instagram here in a minute. Oh, thank you, Guiding Light. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you so much. And so, something I want to talk about with our candle here, because our candle's still going, but it's kind of burning slow. Okay, so that's the first thing I noticed, is it's burning slow and steady. So it's going to keep going for a while. And it's going to keep working. So I want you to spend one more time with your candle as we breathe in and out. We give gratitude and thanks for the spirits that brought us here together in this sacred community. And may all the blessings go to each one of you from all the directions. May all the love of the ancestors bless you now as you go into your path. And just feel all the blessings. And I'm going to let this candle burn on my altar for the next, looks like 7 days maybe. And really, this energy will be with you for the rest of the month until our next meeting, which will be on the new moon. And we'll do some new moon stuff, and maybe we'll do some drumming next time. We'll see. But I want to thank everybody for coming. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the videos, and also I'll jump on here when I can. Thank you so much to my moderators and to all of you for coming. Many blessings.